Hello, welcome back to another video where today I'm just gonna show you like the tunes I did. So I was scrolling through the last video and I had a comment from this guy saying, oh, what cars did you use for that BMW concept car event? Which I tested the cars and I tested the tunes and all that stuff. And the dude commented, yo, what car did you use that you used that helped you, complete the event? Now, on this video, I will tell you, but it does require the two cars that are required. Obviously, I'm going to first start with B class. So with B class, there is this car in front of me, which is I think the G80 M3. I think that's what it's called, the G80 M3. And obviously spec'd out, customizing that purple. Might give this thing white rims, to be honest with you. Don't really know. I mean, rate the build in the comments, by the way. It's not really good, I know. But anyways, with this, starting off with the engine swap, I used none of them because, let's be honest, the stock engine works completely fine. The twin turbo V8 hybrid that this G80 has, obviously the forced induction things I used these HKX twin turbos, the HKX 990-GS, which I might downgrade a bit because I may need those turbos for another car. I'll do it when the time comes. Obviously, the next thing would be an intercooler, so I did the ReadyX intercooler. Headers, I didn't give it headers because that would be over the mark. With the pistons, on the other hand, I did the HKX Gold Plus. That pushes up to 170 plus brake horsepower, so that is very beneficial if you want to go fast, obviously. No induction thing because that will go make it through over the class. So even if basic ones, like you could use the Airstream one, or you could use the HKX Powerflow if you want to push it really up to 399. But if you go anything over 30, you're in A class already, which we don't really want. So I did B class. I didn't put any like intakes on it, but you can put HKX Powerflow to push up to 399. And yeah, the ECU is, I have 290. I used the top I one. If you don't have that one, I would recommend something close to it like this, the Econ GR one. That one's popular for people who don't have this ECU, but I used the top I ECU. With the drivetrain, obviously, I didn't put any gearboxes in it because obviously it has like 7 or 8 gears or something, so I didn't really bother with that. But the clutch, obviously, very important, the clutch, because you need the faster gear shifts and whatnot. So I did the CM-R clutch, which helped the speed by 35%, obviously. With that, I did the all-wheel drive 40 to 60. So that'll be 40% in the front, 60 in the rear. That helped a lot. If I added this, it'll go over the mark, as you can see here, to A class. So I did something that's close enough, which is the 40 to 60 ratio for that one as well. Now, tyre compounds. Obviously I did the R888Rs which gave me 210 grip. If I was able to do the JT Black or the JT Slick Mark II, obviously these two are very good tyres, but that'll push me over the mark that I wanted to get to. And obviously we're staying in B class, so that's a big issue for that as well, so I wouldn't recommend doing that. Suspension, I went for the Vortex GT suspension because 1, it's under the mark, and 2, you can adjust the suspension to like lower it from your standards. So I added that in. The nitrous and stuff, I'll get to the weight in a second. N20 plus 400 nitrous, that'll give me like 400 plus brake horsepower. You can use the ultra red one, which has the double NOS, that's legendary, the red one. I don't know if it's contraband, rarity or whatnot, but that's in the event as well, so you can get that in the event. And you can also add like, you know, more horsepower to it. So this would be the NOS that you would put in to get that launch off the line. With weight is very important. If you used like many other weights like I did beforehand, if I put the stock weight, as you can see, it'll push me to 490. And with that plus 32% weight reduction, obviously that's going to work. The reason why I added that in is because if I take it off or I put anything lower, higher than that, let's go for weight S6, it'll push me up to S class. Adding 32% of weight in this game basically is a cheat code, because it'll keep you under that class and it'll make you add more stuff. Like you can add turbos and stuff, so like you can add like a new like engine, a new block. It's extremely useful if you want to like keep it under the mark. Obviously no exhaust, because if I put it on, as we can see here, over A class, which is not what we want, keep it under that pressure mark. Now for the gear tunes, obviously I kept everything basically similarly stock in a way. Well, obviously I followed this gear tune. The first gear, you can pause the video and copy the tune, but obviously first is 5, second is 3.2, third is 2.14, fourth is 1.72, fifth is 1.31, sixth is 1, seventh is 8.282, and it will be like 0.64 for that one as well. The final drive is also important, because you don't want to go too fast or too slow, because if you push it up to 5, obviously your gear tunes will start rev banging and you'll end up losing the race. So you have to find the middle point. So obviously I went for the final drive 2.25, and obviously with that, that's basically the tune for that. The suspension I haven't really touched much. You can lower it to this point if you want it slammed to the ground, or you can, like, you know, keep it like that if you wanted. With balanced, push that forward to balance so you can get no wheeling happens off the ground. Ride height, same thing. Power, I kept it to 400, but you can push it up to like 600, which has a duration of 2.5, but I didn't really touch that, but that's very optional to you. So now, with the tune in mind, I'm gonna drive it on the highway and do some races for you lot and just show you the things you need to do. As you can see here, we're rolled up with the Fast and Furious car, and obviously I am going to show you what gear change you should do. obviously, because gear changing the car is very important. So I'm gonna do a run for you guys, and I'm just gonna like tell you what you should do otherwise. Obviously that was a bad run. Obviously you have to push it up close to 9,000 brake. You have to like get it on the 9, so obviously 900 miles an hour mark. Obviously, look, ready, boom. You can push it over the 8 to like get it off, which is what I would do personally, because in order for you to like get that launch, you have to pretty much have to like you know, shift over the above mark. So you first shift up to where the 8 is, shift down a second, and then once you get to second gear, you can shift up to 900 kilometers an hour, some shit, you know, and then you shift from there. So that's pretty much what you should do. So instead of that, I'm going to bring out my other BMW, which is my M3, I think. I'm not good with BMWs. I'll get the other one and I'll be right back. Now, the second car you need for the event is this BMW right here. I think it's the M2, M3, I think. M4. So obviously it's my favorite BMW. I do want one because they do look cool, and I love one of these to add to the dream car garage. Is one of out of many other BMWs I like, other than like G80 or stuff. This is just underrated in my opinion. But anyways, the tune I added for this is same thing. So like the other BMW, I kept the stock engine because that'll keep me in a lower class, and it's just better, obviously. With the turbos, I went differently. So instead of going for like the highest I can, which will push me up, I went for one under it. So I went for the HKX 88-X6 or something. I'm not good at reading Roman numerals, so I have no clue. Basically I'd have kept no intercooler. If I wanted to add one, I would have added this, or like, you know, the mini B one, which is cool if you want to add an extra 12 horsepower, but I kept it stock as it is, obviously. Headers, I didn't really add a header in it. Headers in this thing. With the piston, I kept the piston stock because obviously, you know, at the end of the day it doesn't really matter what pistons you use, you have to keep it on the C-class. The intake, same thing, same story. I didn't really add an intake in this thing either, so that's basically, you don't need an intake for this build. The ECU, like I said, you don't need the legendary one. You can use the Infinity-C ECU. That, I think it's under $1 mil. I forgot how much this ECU is for the Beamer, this BMW. So that would be cool. that'll be fine. Tires, same as the other BMW, same as the G80. The R888Rs, they're very good for better traction. Suspension, Vortex GT, same as the other BMW. Tire style, you can make its tires skinnier, because obviously the skinnier your tires are, the faster you get. With the chassis upgrades, I kept the weight 32%, so the heavier your car is, the more lower the class is. And the more lower your class is, the better you can add stuff on. With it, we added the no flame kits obviously, what am I doing? Nitrous system, same as the other one, the N20, same as the G80, or some shit, I forgot. Same as the G90 or something. The N20-400 is the best car thing in the game. Obviously, fucking get out of this menu, Jesus Christ. Drivetrains, obviously I kept the CMR clutch. Shifting speed is way much better using this CMR clutch. It's the best thing if you wanted to shift. This car obviously has 6 gears, so I kept the engine stock, because if I change it, it'll get me up to a higher class, and we want to keep under C class. No conversion on the drivetrain. With the tuning, the gearing is the same. I basically kept the stock gearing in this thing, I think. So obviously the stock gearing is on this thing, I guess. You can screenshot it, you know, save it to the video or whatever. But the final drive is 2.25, because like I said on the other Beamer I tuned, you need this in order to, like, you know, boost your car off the line. And this final drive works perfectly well as well. The balanced, I put the weight on balanced, so it keeps planted on the ground. The ride height, same on the front and rear. The front I kept it near low, the rear I slightly went up, just to like get the wheels to sit flush, because you know, if I slam it to the ground it would just look janky in my opinion. But power, I kept it 600 nitrous, so 600 horsepower, and yeah, I guess that's it really. There's nothing really much to report on this thing, so other than that, now I'm gonna take you to the strip and I will show you. So we're going to test this thing out, and obviously, like I'm going to show you with the other Beamer, that's how much it's gonna work. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna do a run and show you guys what I did. Now, obviously, the first thing you need to do before you launch this thing is don't rev bang it. As you can see here, rev banging it will get you nowhere. Obviously, when you launch off, you need to get close to like 900 miles per hour, so like close to the red line, and then you shift up, and obviously I'm going to show you again because I'm shit at describing this sort of thing. As you can see here, shift it up, boosted close to 9 to put it up to 8,000, same with 3 and 4, and that's pretty much it really. You don't need no fancy gear tune or whatnot. That's basically what you need to do. But yeah, that's it really for the 2 cars you need for the event. Obviously when you start the event, they're gonna recommend these 2 cars, and obviously you can't add them to the list unless you favoritize them. So like you favorite a car that you want and it'll show up on the list, I think. But I'm not an expert at that. But yeah, those are the 2 cars I used for this event. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope this video becomes very useful. I do apologize if my expertise at explaining things isn't really as good, because at the end of the day, you know, I'm not very good at explaining things, so I hope this video becomes useful to you. If it did, smash the like button, please give me a subscribe to the channel, subscribe to the second channel, NFG24 Clips, if you want content that's other than gaming, and support the iDents channel, which is the iDents TV official IT, which is basically a channel for you know, TV channels and stuff if you like compilations. So other than that, smash like, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys in the next Apex Racer video, or another video if I can. But until next time guys, have fun with the tunes and go get that BMW concept car. Peace out.